Good day, fantastic 4th graders! Are you ready for the new learnings today? I am Teacher Canary and I will be your math buddy. In this video lesson, you will learn how to perform a series of 2 or more operations applying MDAS correctly. MDAS stands for M multiplication, D for division, A for addition, and S for subtraction. Before we proceed, let's try to answer this. Evaluate the following expressions. 16 plus 25. If your answer is 41, you are right. 144 divided by 3. If your answer is 48, you've got it perfect. 34 takes away 11. If your answer is 23, you are absolutely correct. The product of 12 and 9. If your answer is 108, then you are right. The sum of 134 and 245. If your answer is 379, you've got it perfect. What if we have a series of 2 or more operations to perform for a given problem? For example, 18 plus 6 times 3 divided by 8 minus 5. We can see that all the basic operations were used. There is addition, multiplication, division, and subtraction. How are we going to solve it? The number sentence can be solved by following the rules on order of operations. This is called the MDAS rules, which stands for multiplication or division and addition or subtraction. How can we perform series of operations using the rules of MDAS? First, perform multiplication or division as they occur from left to right. So it is very important for us to know the left and right. As what has been said, we are going to perform multiplication or division whichever comes first from left to right. For example, 9 divided by 3 times 6. What operation do you think we will going to perform first? Is it division or multiplication? So this is the time that we will consider the condition from left to right. Since division comes first in the left, we are going to divide 9 divided by 3 before multiplying it by 6. Another example, 12 times 3 divided by 4. As we can see, multiplication comes first from the left, so definitely we are going to multiply 12 times 3 before dividing it by 4. And rule number 2, perform addition or subtraction as they occur from left to right. It means that we are going to add or subtract depending on the operation that comes first from the left. For example, 28 plus 25 minus 30. Let us apply the condition that we are going to perform addition or subtraction whichever comes first from left to right. The operation from the left is addition, so let us add first 28 and 25 before subtracting 30. Another example, 810 minus 713 plus 28. Since the operation from the left is subtraction, we are going to subtract first before we add. Let us remember, in performing series of operations, there are rules to be followed. Rule number 1, perform multiplication or division whichever comes first from left to right. And rule number 2, perform addition or subtraction, whichever comes first from left to right. MDAS doesn't mean multiplication first, then division, addition, and then subtraction. It can be division first, then multiplication, whichever comes first from left to right. Same as true with addition and subtraction. For example, 18 times 10 minus 10. If the two operations used in the mathematical equation are multiplication and subtraction, the first thing we must do is to multiply before we subtract. Second example, 20 minus 25 divided by 5. The operations used are subtraction and division. The first thing we must do is to divide first before we subtract. Third example, 27 times 4 plus 26. The operations used are multiplication and addition. The first thing we must do is to multiply before we add. And last example, 28 plus 60 divided by 12. If the operations used are addition and division, the first thing we must do is to divide before we add. And that's it. Always remember the MDAS rule for us to better understand how to perform series of 2 or more operations in a given equation. To deeply understand it, let's have more examples. 20 divided by 4 times 6 minus 5 plus 7. What operation we are going to perform first? Is it multiplication or division? Based on the mathematical equation, division operation comes first from the left, then multiplication, and then subtraction, then addition. So as what we have said a while ago, rule number 1, perform multiplication or division, then perform addition or subtraction, whichever comes first from left to right. In this case, let's take division first. 20 divided by 4 is 5, times 6 is 30, minus 5 is 25, plus 7 equals 32. Do we have the same answer? If you got also 32, you are perfectly right. One more example. 18 minus 6 plus 4 divided by 2 times 5. Can you try it? I'll give you 10 seconds to do it. Applying the rules, we have first divide 4 by 2. We get 2, then multiply with 5, and that is 10. 18 minus 6 is 12, plus 10, we get 22. If your answer is 22, then you are correct. Always remember, when performing a series of 2 or more operations, keep in mind the MDAS rules. Do multiplication or division first before you do addition or subtraction, whichever comes first from left to right. Let's practice. Read and understand each item. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1, simplify 5 times 4 plus 11. If your answer is letter A, 31, you are right. We do multiplication first before addition. Number 2, the sum of 23 and 6 subtracted to the sum of 12 and 9. If your answer is letter C, 8, you are right. We do addition first before we subtract. 23 plus 6 is 29 minus the sum of 12 and 9, which is 21, we get 8. Number 3, the difference of 12 and 9 added to the product of 4 and 6. If your answer is 32, you are right. 17 minus 9 is 8 plus the product of 4 and 6, which is 24, we get 32. Number 4, simplify 12 divided by 4 times 6 minus 5 plus 7. If your answer is letter A, 20, you are right. 12 divided by 4 is 3 times 6, we get 18. Minus 5 is 13 plus 7 equals 20. And last, number 5. Jaden sold 8 kilograms of grapes a day for 5 days. He earned a total of 7,200. How much did he earn per kilogram of grapes? If your answer is letter B, 180 pesos, you are right. 8 times 5 is 40. Then we are going to divide 7,200 by 40 to get how much he earns per kilogram of grapes. Always remember, do multiplication or division first before you do addition or subtraction, whichever comes first from left to right. I hope you enjoyed learning today. This is Teacher Gallery saying magsayang mag-aral, tayo nang matuto. Thank you and keep safe.